You are now tuned in to the MisFits table.
Welcome to the MisFits Table Podcast. Yes, I am one of three amazing black and beautiful co-hosts. Asar A&D Stevens, aka the Big Dick Bad Bitch, the registered flex offender, Mr. Walkie Slush himself, aka for a local, got me feeling local, peace and prosperity, nothing but blessings as I sit in my solidarity, and I'm here with two amazing, beautiful co-hosts.
It's me, your boy, the nigga who never, ever write down his AKAs. The host with the most. Like to say, I got a big load in my front. Call me Loaded Diaper. And I'm here with Chet You Betcha.
It's your boy Casey, which you can't see. Obviously, you can see me because your girl call me kinky every single night. But huh?
No.
But no, it's I think what Glenn was saying is he wanted me to go in and tell y'all that it's the fat dick bitch, and I'm back. The Segway champ, aka Killer King. I will kill any king whoever steps to me. My stomach hurts right now, and it's lit.
This nigga about to fall out on the podcast.
Yeah, but
We're joined by Sterling.
You know him, you love him. Here he is.
Da-da-da-da.
It's Sterling. You know, Mr. Been on this thing 4 times, but not enough time for me to come up with a rhyme.
Damn.
Sterling.
Oh, I got
always here.
what were you just trying to do there, Sterling? Because
I don't know.
You had us at the beginning.
I had it. It was going, and then it fell apart.
Speaking of having us at the beginning, man, what kind of music y'all been listening to? I want to know.
I'll tell you right now.
I gotta go. No. I gotta go.
All right, yeah,
first.
go, Sterling.
Forget.
So let the guest
first.
Sorry, sir.
So I was hip to the game of, song choice that has affected my life personally. I listened to that Tide and Flyver Boom Clap by Boom Clap Bachelors. Many of you know it as the instrumental for that Kendrick Lamar song. I don't know why I forgot the name.
Wait, nigga, hold on.
I forgot the name all of a sudden.
Hi.
Just don't kill me.
Yeah, this don't kill my vibe. I didn't even realize he sampled it. I was like, yo, whole different language, can't understand it. It's a whole vibe.
Yo, where did he find that?
That's what I was thinking.
Yo, this man was listening to the top 20 of the Finnish pop hits.
Right. I love songs that like the years later you find the sample like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I have a whole sample playlist. I'm not gonna of course bring that up, but yeah, sample songs are the fucking best. You know what else is the best? I type it in. Yeah. These nuts, nigga. It's like nah. The best song for me this week is I'm getting to it. Rio Vaz. I don't know how to fucking say that. Rio Vaz with a Z. I feel fantastic. It's a TikTok song, and as they always say, TikTok songs are the best songs.
How's it go, Glenn?
Man, I used to be opposed, but TikTok has some bangers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got bangers on TikTok.
TikTok has some fucking bangers, bro.
Yeah.
Hit the fucking Shazam real quick on the TikTok. Open up the world.
Y'all be listening to TikTok radio on Sirius XM?
Wait, is that actually?
No, that's a
should.
Yeah, that's a whole station. It just plays songs that are trending on TikTok.
White people TikTok?
No, like TikTok. Like if it's trending.
Yeah.
It's playing.
I got 2 songs of the week. My first one is Memories featuring Kid Cudi. It's David Guetta or something like that. Is that
David Guetta?
Guetta.
David Guetta.
But it's Memories featuring Kid Cudi. I was listening to that a lot this week, and since we was talking about samples, Pissy Pamper, Playboy Cardi, and Young Nudie. Pissy Pamper.
That don't sound like a Boondocks title.
Bro, you heard of Pissy Pamper. It's
okay,
Jasmine
Pamper, bro.
Wait, what
It's
is
the
what is the sample of though?
It's a sample of that one Japanese song we used to listen to all the time. Then I might have played it a little bit. Let me play a little bit of it, y'all.
Oh, by May Yamain?
Yeah.
What?
Let me play it.
That's
Give
a
me a second.
Japanese ass name, May Yamain.
Wait,
He's in
God dang
Japanese.
it.
Shout out to all our Japanese listeners. I think we got like a few.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa. Oh,
Oh, you're driving me crazy.
But the original, this one right, huh?
Nah,
that's
who
like-
heard that and said, you know what, give it to Cardi?
sounds like
Someone really had to say that. Someone really had to go into the studio and be like, you know what? Them beginning notes of this song would make a great Cardi song. Someone had to say that.
You said play the Kid Cudi song, Asar?
Oh no, I thought that song was called Kid Cudi because they say like
No.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Oh no, it's called Pizzy Pimper, but it's unreleased. Like you gotta find it somewhere.
Okay. That's a dope music choice, man. Since we're all gonna say samples, this isn't my music choice, but on Igor, man, fucking, are we still friends or can we be friends? One of the two. Bro, when I found out that was like an Al Green, like I fucking Shazammed that, bro. That put me on an Al Green fucking like.
wait, really?
Yeah, it's
Binge.
Dream. Dream by Al Green is a sample of "Can We Be Friends" or "Are We Still Friends?" Whatever that song is.
I gotta hear it.
Dude, after I listened to that, I was like, "Yeah, Al Green, that's my guy. That's my guy now."
On is New One on Igor?
Magic Wand.
Yeah.
Magic One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love
But-
that song on there.
My actual music choice is Interstellar, the main theme, like the piano version of that. I was listening to that song this morning, bro, and I literally almost teared up. I was like, "There's no reason for this song to be chosen,
You talking about the movie?
so much, man.
The movie, bro, from
No,
Interstellar.
the fucking theme, just the song, like on pianos. It's great.
It's
Also,
super
low key
good.
a TikTok song. That song be in TikToks. But
I'm gonna use that for one of my TikTok. Here's some. I'll get to it. I got an update for you all. Stay tuned. In like 2 minutes.
now let's sit down. We're gonna fix it out.
That's a perfect segue for my update. Boom. All righty. All right. So how was everyone's week?
I guess I'll start. My week has been.
I'm sorry, sir. It's Black History Month. Sorry, you can go.
Yeah.
I was about to say, not with that wig.
Hey, don't make fun of my hair, bro. We're all made equal.
Yo, Casey really looks like a. Tune into the YouTube to see Casey's surfer rock hair, man.
It's the wrong way.
This nigga look like an average character from Zeke and Luther.
Not Zeke and Luther, bro.
But yeah, dude. My week, man, I just really focusing on the outroll for my or not the outroll, the rollout for my brand, man. The new podcast I'm starting soon, Crypto Classroom. Anybody can tune in, check out the trailer right now. 3 episodes are coming out at the end of the week, and yeah, so I've just been guesting on a lot of podcasts. I did 2 podcasts so far. I did one yesterday, and I did one a couple minutes ago. Then I got like 3 more podcasts I'm doing this week just to roll it out. And I'm excited, man. I'm ready to talk about some crypto. I just really want to talk about crypto. So
The Super Dog?
Say that again.
Shut up, Sterling.
Wait, what did he say?
Of course, I got that reference. The fucking dog from Superman, bro. His name was
Superman's dog. Crypto, the Super Dog.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway, okay, Sterling, how was your week?
You know, chilling at work, grinding. Went out with when me and Dust went out, got swasted.
Oh shit.
That was fun.
Was it day drinking or night drinking?
Night.
Best type of drinking.
We're out on the town, vibing.
The best type of drunk driving.
I said vibing, not driving. I'm not incriminating myself here.
Jesus Christ. That's good. That's good, Sterling. And now it's my go. My week. It's been pretty good. It's been a laid back week. I don't know. Been trying to rearrange my life and shit, but I am also launching something.
Come on now.
Look out for Green Thumb Studios coming to a home near you. Stay tuned.
What is that?
Okay, sneak peek. I like it.
Sneak peek. You'll get the full thing when it come out. You gotta have the foreplay first, you know.
Always got him with the foreplay.
Speaking of foreplay, my week was definitely like some good foreplay that went bad. So bad that it was good.
Oh man. All right, so I guess we can move on from that.
That's good. I'm not listening to all that, bro.
There's gonna be a bit every episode, bro. You gave him too much power, and now he's gonna wear this wig for the rest of the fucking year.
Oh, by the way, everyone, I'm a black man. Okay, my hairstyle
He's back.
it doesn't define what race I am.
It does.
It definitely does.
There's definitely like one.
These are definitely
There's definitely a limit. There's definitely a limit.
That ain't P. That ain't P, my God. That ain't P.
We ain't pushing P.
You're gonna see 10 different rappers wearing this hairstyle pretty soon. Watch.
You look like when Snoop Dogg did Whiteface. It's hard. Hey,
Well, that
man.
was actually Terry.
Yeah,
That was actually Terry. He should have never done that. That was something Snoop Dogg should never did in this world.
KC, you forgot your announcement. We're starting up minstrel shows 2022.
Oh yeah. So be on the lookout, Instagram Live, Twitch for our minstrel shows. Pretty soon we'll be live in person. We want every white man. We have all like everybody like to work the backstage and everything, but all the white people come out and enjoy a good minstrel show, you know?
It's the reverse minstrel show though, so it's white people.
Mm-hmm.
Black people dressed up as white people.
Are you serious? Is this really a thing or is this a bit?
I'm fucking with you, but it's a bit.
I'm about to be like, I don't know how y'all got this greenlit.
The PR team was not doing its job.
Fox is funding this fully. Fox News. It's a new segment on Fox News, but
legally can't call themselves news.
really?
Really?
Yes, no, they legally can't call themselves news.
Why?
Oh, fucking
Because then they would have to be held accountable for what they say.
You're wild. That's fucking crazy.
No, they argued in court saying you can't believe what we say. You can't wholeheartedly you can't. No reasonable person would believe what we're saying to be true. We're just entertainment.
And this is why we brought our resident historian on today.
That's not historian. That's just like I was saying. I was like, that's why they can just say anything. Low key. That's low key why they can say anything. Because like you can't sue them for saying like it's hard to sue them because they're just saying, oh, we're entertained.
So here's a question. So like, are Fox and Fox News two completely separate entities?
I mean, yeah, technically they are.
Wait, that's what I was talking about.
Technically they are. No, we're talking about Fox News. Fox like the channel, and Fox News are like two different things.
Okay.
What about CBS?
Once again, they're all under like low key, all under this. Well, isn't CBS Disney owned by Disney now?
No, that's NBC. No.
I'm not gonna lie. I only get my
and
news.
ABC. Disney owns ABC. Disney owns most news stations.
Yes.
I only get my news.
What?
Disney owns
the mouse.
Fox.
Yeah, Disney. No, Disney owns Fox, not Fox News.
Yeah.
Wait, but doesn't Fox own Fox News?
Fox and Fox News are two different.
Oh, those are two different like entities completely.
Those are like two different things. That's why like Disney did not buy Fox News.
I just learned it.
That's why they got like the Simpsons
from Twitter and RedTube.
Black History Month.
Yeah, perfect. I was going to say
shortest month of the year.
The shortest month of the year. What's up with that? What is up with that? Anyway,
they say calm
Black
down.
History Month.
Calm down.
That was really
get them up.
I think there's a reason behind it being the shortest month, and they like the NAACP and shit have like came out and said there was a reason why.
Probably it's got the most black people.
It's actually wild.
Frederick Douglass' birthday is in February or something like that.
I realized that a white man made me realize that, and it was Bill Burr. Bill Burr was making a joke. He was making a stand-up saying, "How did they get the whole month of June as gay pride, but they gave black people the month of February where they can't even go out and have parades or anything, but they gave the gay pride movement. Oh, I was like, wait,
his views
KC,
do
you
not
know?
represent the entire podcast.
huh?
I
Your hair, just because of your hair, bro, it's like your points just ain't hitting, bro. It's just not hitting, bro.
Because Casey, the wig look like you got it attached, bro. Like it look like you laid the edges and everything.
I did.
Jesus Christ, but no. There's reasons. There's reasons to it. I would be remiss to not look those reasons up, but we'll circle back to that.
But
What?
but hey, they made up for it, Glenn. That's why they gave us Juneteenth.
Exactly. That is now a national holiday. You can take off on that day. White people
No, you
shouldn't
can't. Not,
take
not
off.
everywhere.
Not everywhere. It's a federal holiday though. It's like 4th of July. You can get that day off.
No, it's not. It's a state. It's state by state.
Damn. I had
So,
I don't really agree with most things that Kanye posts nowadays, but he did something that was super interesting to me. It really made me think, right? So, he was like, "Nah, no more Black History Month. We're gonna do Black Future Month."
Now
My first reaction was like, "What?" Because it's Kanye. But then I really thought about that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe we should start thinking about like the Black people that's like on a come up, like what we're doing right now, instead of like making everything look so like literally black and white, like old. Like, what's the shit that's going on now that we're doing that still?
But here's the thing about that. I think that's disrespectful to all the years in history of
I don't think it's
everybody of the past, and then think about what Kanye said too. This is the same nigga who was saying slavery was a choice.
Yeah. Okay. Take Kanye. That's why I said like at first I was
with a grain of salt.
Kanye. Yeah. But if think about it as like if anybody else said it besides Kanye, just like as an ideology, right? Just like
as an idea, yeah. But that's really just the thing about verbiage. Because we went during Black History Month, I know we talk about people who are around today too, like people who are making Black history.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is directly correlated to our Black future. And there are a lot of people that talk about the Black future as well. So I think
but
it's just
I think we do it. I think we do it.
Yeah, we talk about the future as well. Like we never.
I think we talk about
maybe
it all the time.
Me. Maybe it could just be me. But when I think about Black History Month, like in elementary school and middle school, like when you get taught Black History Month, it's always just like super old. You know, it's like it makes you think like this shit happened so long ago.
But then again, that's also a sign of like who's teaching you the history.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Maybe it's just me. But I think it's interesting to just like put into the forefront of like what's going on now, what's happening in the future, like where are we going?
I mean, but like if you think about it, you see a lot of that on the media already, like social media. Like people are able to like post their own brands or whatever themselves on social media. All these celebrities and stuff. You can go right now and see what this celebrity is about. This upcoming celebrity, Black celebrity or Black musician or Black artist is doing. You can't do that like with a lot of lessons you learn in school and stuff. I'm losing track of what I'm saying.
Bro, why did
I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to gather it in my head.
No, because you had it, bro. I think
yeah, I was gonna say you're on a right track to say that we highlight like Black accomplishments.
Yeah,
but just going off the situation and this coming from Kanye, I think that he really just meant to disregard the Black past and the Black people. Think about
that. Just because it's coming from Kanye.
That's why I prefaced it with like, coming from Kanye. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But like, just as an idea, I feel like there's something there. I do.
I mean, maybe he had good intentions behind it, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he doesn't explain himself good enough at all whatsoever. Maybe he can't explain it. But just because it came from him.
I was wondering, for example, Black Sands. There's no reason that should have got like so much more press for real.
Oh, what? wait, Asar.
What? Talk about it. I know someone got a lot to say.
Speaking about Black Sands.
Wait, what? What was it?
Exactly. Black Sands was Well, actually, Sterling, go ahead. I want you to talk.
Well, this is a spark note. My sister, she's way more invested in the whole thing because like so much has happened. Like, so you know how we went on. Black Sands was the independent, comic comic series where it was heavily invested in ancient Egypt culture. Like the main character's name is Asar, right? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, so like, yeah, he said like early on, he started like his GoFundMe, the other, what's the other, Kickstarter, you know, all that. Like I promised, you know, he like, cause originally wasn't it like, if you invest in me, you become a shareholder of the company.
Yeah.
So like, you know, for very early on investors, you became part of the, you know, became part of it. You know, it gets bigger and bigger and everything. So recently he went on him and the other him and his team, they went on Shark Tank and they got a deal of what 500,000.
It was a lot of money.
And it was
I
it
don't
seemed
remember
like a
the
lot of
amount, but
money.
it was a lot.
It seems like it's a lot of money, but they lost control of it because now Kevin Hart owns part of it and Mark Cuban owns it. Now say what you will, you know, some people say, you know what, you gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get your, you know, product out there. And I don't fault anybody for doing that. You know what I mean? I just come from a family that's very like they have their own independent Black comic book, and you know, they're offered all the time, hey, we were gonna offer you this, but can you make, you know, a story that's about a Black city? Can you make the main character white? And once you sign over the rights of the character,
Right.
you lose that ability. And so that's why I'm always saying, if you create something, you got to hold on to it. Even if even if Netflix came, hey, we'll offer you a $50 million deal, but we want control over it. Do you take the $50 million or, you know, and to me, whatever the thing you decide, that's on you. Like, I don't care. Like, if you want the bag, get it. You know, some things to me are more important. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna fault anybody who ever like I made this to make money like that. So, but the interesting is like now that Mark Cuban, like, because Black Sands, he had a whole team. But what I found very interesting during the interview with Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart said something along the lines of like Black Sands said, I have a whole team of writers and artists, and Kevin Hart stopped and said, I have a team and you'll use them.
Mm.
And that's, you know, that's what gets me, because I'm like, we're trying to uplift our own people, like my own man. Like if like Asar had a digital company, all of a sudden he got a really well investor, he's gonna get the people he wants on board. So if he wanted somebody to help do the editing, he'd call Glenn and KC. But then the investor says, if you want my money, you're going to use my team. And that team may not have the same goal, may not have the same vision as you. And you have to really sit down and think, do I want my perfect vision, or do I compromise and sacrifice some things of my vision to, to achieve my overall goal of having a multi-million dollar, universe of the Black Sands universe. So that's what I found very interesting. And now that since Mark Cuban and Kevin Hart are like part of it, what's that going to be for the early investors? Because now like it has to be split up again and again. Is he just going to drop those investors and be like, hey, sorry, like, you know what I mean? I know you helped me from day one, but I got that big money. I got that Mark Cuban money. So I found that interesting. And then one of the other things I heard him say a lot is all his characters are Black. Like this, like the Egyptians, they say Assyrians, like some other ancient civilizations. But what I heard that I like, you pause and think about it, he said, yeah, we're gonna have the Spartans, we're gonna have the Minoans. And I'm like, Spartans weren't, you know what I mean? And then when I heard Mark Cuban saying, yeah, we're gonna have the whole Mediterranean in it, I'm like, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, they're already making this in their head. Like I could tell Mark Cuban and Black Sands, they have totally different ideas of where this is gonna go. You know what I mean? Black Sands, whether he's truthful in saying I want an all Black, he's either gonna have to, make, which, happens all the time with white people whitewashing Black history. He's gonna have to blackwash Spartans and make them black, which I would just be, it's a fantasy element. I can get over that. You know what I mean?
Talking about
And
this.
Right there.
Yeah, that right there. Like, as you can see, it's very black. It's all black. But I can see, because what's interesting, my sister hit me to, is right before this deal, Kevin Hart made a deal with Nickelodeon.
Oh shit, that would be yo, imagine a new generation of Avatar type vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you also got to remember, but he in what Kevin Hart said is, you're going to use my team, and that team will be directly under Nickelodeon most likely. So if Nickelodeon says you have to put white people in it, you can't say anything anymore. You know what I mean?
So do you think this is a good thing? Obviously,
I mean, it's up to your interpretation. To me, my family, Brother Man Comics, my parents, my dad and his brothers, they were offered, movie deals. They were offered, deals with Toys R Us, and one of the things was Toys R Us wanted them to, there's no cursing in this comic book, but they said, if you want it sold in our stores, you have to tone down the language. And they're like, what language? And really what it came down is, they talk too black.
Right.
They're like, we can't sell that here, but we will sell it. We will be the producer. We will be the publisher.
The thing about that, man,
and like, so then you have a lot of exposure, and like, maybe things would be different. You'd have a movie by now, but is it really what you set out to do? Because they set out to say, we're going to make a black superhero that represents us, and these movie companies are trying to say, can we make him white? Can we change the setting? Can he have a white side? They start changing stuff, and you got to really sit down and say, is this what I want? Or am I going to do it, my way? And maybe I won't, maybe it takes longer, maybe it won't happen at all, but it's like, you kind of have to say, is this what I want? And, my family, my dad, he's like, they're very
dude, they low-key
independent, you know what I mean?
Like, moving towards that direction, because like, as like super investors as they're supposed to be, they should know like a basic statistic of how much the black dollar spends every year on like just like consumerism. Like, if you just kept it black, you would eventually make the
get there. Like, yeah,
like
they be eating.
Dude, I think it's like what,
$2 trillion.
And
every and and everything, everything I say is speculative. Maybe they get a show and Nickelodeon and Kevin Hart's like saying, you know what, do it however you want. It's just, when he said, I will use my team.
Yeah.
To me, that's already saying the vision that Black Sands went in with is not going to be what comes out, because they sold part of the rights to it, right? Like, they were pitching it.
Yeah.
So like, because they were taking a big cut, because because remember, he put out his first thing and they shut that down immediately. He shut out his first offer, they shut that down immediately and made a counter offer that was in favor of like Mark Cuban and Kevin Hart, and they took it. But I already know who was going to take it, because he posted on, because it's all filmed beforehand.
Right.
But he posted on TikTok, this is going to change my life. And then I heard it, and, you start listening to it, you never know how it's going to do. You don't know what's going on in the background. You're just basing it off your experiences dealing with these like companies. And like, that's how I viewed it. And, I'm very independent. Like, I always tell y'all and other people, like, you can make your own thing. You can do your own thing. It's just like, once you start getting bigger, you got to start saying, is my vision more important than, making a bag? And sometimes, like, you can say, like, you know what, I'm in it, like, I want to elevate, because maybe I lose this project, you know what I mean? But now I have the ability to do something later on, because now, since I've worked with, say you worked with Warner Brothers once, like you sold your stuff, your IP to Warner Brothers. Now your next thing you can do, you now have the influence, the power, and the money to make something your own. And hey man, it's anybody's thing. It's really up to, like, it's how you think. You know what I mean?
Because everybody's gonna have different perspectives about it, and like, that's fine.
Yeah. And if that's what he wants, that's what he wants. I can't fault anybody on that. That's just how I view it.
Maybe he thought like that was the only way he could get there. I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe that was his plan. Like, that's it. Like, that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I don't follow. Like I've been following him since he started. Like I remember like at a Black Comic Con, I saw the comic and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I only knew about Black
You know,
Series.
like
The main character's name was Asar. I was like,
sorry, yeah, like
there was like little stuff on YouTube. Like it wasn't a lot, but like little animated stuff on YouTube I would watch.
I thought that was fairly new. I remember when the comic came out, I was like, oh snap! Like the little, like it was a little short, like almost just like one pages.
Yeah.
And
This
I
is
was
the
like,
first
dang.
time I'm hearing this. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard.
But that kind of goes back to what I was saying a little bit. I know we kind of like went off on a tangent about like the specific,
Yeah.
but like just like Black Future, like that is something that should be celebrated more. And if we just keep looking at, and it's great, and it's a beautiful thing that we look at things that's happening in the past. It's kind of like we're missing what's happening right now in front of our faces. That
Yeah, I mean, but and here's the thing though too. There's a whole genre of literature called Black futurism.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of futurism. Read Octavia Butler.
Oh wait.
And what else? You got any other suggestions, Sterling? Go ahead.
No. This is always a question I always pose. Me and my family pose is like, do you think, or like, do you think like when we think of Black entertainment, do you think as a group of people? I know we're not a monolith, but do you think a lot of Black people gravitate towards media and entertainment grounded in our reality?
I think so. Like
because like if you think about, okay, we all know Marvel, correct?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We all know all the characters are super magical beasts. Doctor Strange uses magic, yada yada yada. They're fighting aliens, and then we get Black Panther, and it's very grounded in our social. It's very grounded in what it's doing. He's not fighting aliens. He's fighting another brother who has a different philosophical ideal. And when you start thinking about all the superheroes, well, you also got to remember they're made by white companies because it's Marvel, so they created them. So I don't expect very deep, but it's always based in reality. If you look at Luke Cage, who's he fighting? He's not fighting a giant being that can destroy the earth. He's fighting a slumlord. He's fighting a guy called the Roach. He's fighting like Black Panther's fighting Killer 8, like Man 8. Like they're fighting they're fighting villains that are grounded in our reality. Because if you think about it, do you really feel like what is it? I remember that Kris Kringle movie came out, that Black Christmas fantasy movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't talk about Black issues and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. It's not stuff like all of our movies don't have to speak on Black issues. Yeah, but I feel like when it speaks on Black issues, that's what gravitates us to see it. Because I remember when Black Panther was first introduced in Civil War, nobody batted him an eye unless you were like a Marvel fan. But the moment it came out and said like, it's a Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King philosophy ideals between him and Killmonger. Then that's when people, we went out and drove. Never seen a Marvel movie in their life, but because they were talking about a Black issue in a movie, that's when I decided to see it.
It's crazy because it was actually on national TV too. Like they showed Black Panther, but that's Chadwick had passed away, but it's still something.
And like
two shows come to
mind. And we saw how because like what is it?
So like Sterling,
could you see a lot of people gravitating towards The Witcher, that had a lot of the main villain was that Black woman, correct?
Yeah.
There was a very diverse show and it had a lot of their heavy Black, not heavy Black leads, but it had more Black main characters.
They had more shows. 5 is a good amount.
There was a good amount of that got steady,
play
work. But you don't see Black people uplifting that, saying, I want to see more Black people in fantasy. You see, blurs say it, of course, because that's what they're into. But like the general population, do you believe would go out and see a Lord of the Rings-esque? Like it is a fantasy that has nothing to do with Black.
You guys watched Raising Dion?
Raising Dion.
Raising Dion.
Raising Dion is like the first thing that came to my head when you said that. Like that show was just
Here's a
like
here's
being black, but like it's a
here's,
black cast and it's a fantasy. It's like a superhero type of thing.
here's a tweet. There's a tweet that went viral. It's been going viral for years, but when the companies be like celebrating black voices, and then every movie that they show is some fucking black trauma. Like you got 12 Years a Slave. Django is outside of that. I wouldn't count Django because Django.
Don't count Django.
That's a whole different thing, I think. But you get like Selma and fucking what's the other one? Just color like Amistad and shit. These are not celebrating black voices. This is just showcasing black trauma, and we don't want no more of those movies. Like the movie The Photograph with Issa Rae, that was not about black problems. That was just like a genuine love story. So yes, people go out to go see.
Dude, the last black trauma thing I could watch was the New York Park Five, Central Park Five.
I would never watch
that. I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm done. Like for life. Literally, I'm done for life. I get it. But that makes me really appreciate shows like you said, The Photograph. Like that was a really good movie. But like Insecure, man, that's just a show about like just people, and it's not really necessarily about black people, and it's lit that it's black people, but it's not about black issues, man.
You know why?
Somebody said Black Lightning as well.
It's because a fucking black person actually. No, there's a whole black team that wrote Insecure.
I think Insecure was done very well, man. I think it just paved the way for a lot of new shows to come out. That's just gonna be like not necessarily like, oh, we're black, like see us, we're black, but it's just like we're a show and we're just also black.
Yeah,
like Abbott Elementary. Yeah,
Abbott Elementary is a perfect example. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. I want more shows like.
I think we're gonna.
But I just said. I think we're going to see that. I just said the fantastical elements because I see a lot of people. Okay, when we were at college, right? We're at school. I was watching Lord of the Rings, like at the desk. Mad people would walk by and say, "You're watching that weird shit," and then call me all types of things. I'm just like, do people not like fantasy stuff?
Oh, black.
And then I thought to myself, if they were black, would they still watch? Like nothing changes. They just change the palette swap. Yeah. Would they still think it's weird? And I started asking it. And it's like some people said, yeah, I would still not watch it. That's weird. Like dragons and stuff. That's weird. And I'm like,
but everybody loves Game of Thrones.
It's funny to me because people would rather sit down and watch Medea. And not want to watch.
Yo, don't talk to me about Medea, bro.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, how do y'all feel about Medea and Tyler Perry?
I'm tired. I'm tired of Tyler Perry.
They feed on the blacks. They feed on all black stereotypes.
I'm tired of the movie, bro.
Bro, honestly,
I'm tired of the movie.
We can get those are my black political and stuff with it, bro. But the wigs.
I'll respect Tyler Perry. He got the studio. He got the power, bro. I just want him to put out better stuff.
We can get into like how it's like anti-black or not really like helping black people.
Yeah.
Just the wigs alone, bro.
The wigs alone, that's why it needs to be.
It's just like I fucking can't do it. I can't.
I'm like, Tyler Perry, you have millions of dollars.
Y'all seen that episode of the Boondocks when they went to his studios?
Yeah.
The Winston Jerome Studios.
I was thinking a lot
Robert.
too. Even a lot of the reality TV shows, a lot of the black reality TV shows are just like overly dramatic, exaggerated reality. Black.
There are modern day minstrel shows, bro.
I was gonna say everything that we're saying is just these are all symptoms of a bigger problem that black people are not represented in the media appropriately.
But when we do represent us appropriately, we love it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want more.
Black Panther was a good example to use because that.
But you got to think about it too.
I don't know, kid. I don't know, Glenn. I still don't count Black Panther as this black film, this great black film.
Yeah, dude. I think you said it with The Photograph.
Yeah.
I think like Photograph, Raising Dion, Abbott Elementary.
Good example.
I think those are really good.
Oh, that new show, Grand something with the girl. It's good. It's about professional black people, just hanging out, having life and stuff.
I know what you're talking about.
Somebody in the chat,
and it's just like chill, bro.
They said I need a movie that gives me Harry Potter vibes. And they said the new Tyler Perry sucks, but love the plays.
Who said that?
Lexi.
Oh, hey, Lex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want a wizarding. It doesn't have to be Harry Potter.
Wizarding World.
Fantastical journey.
Here you go. The Wizarding World of Tyler Perry.
Wizard one time.
You're a nigga, Harry.
You're a nigga, Harry.
You're a nigga, Harry.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Okay,
can't say that with that wig, bruh. I'm sorry.
Here's a question. For
Yo,
you.
and the boomstick always showing, bro. I'm like, how can I see the set? Like, come on.
But whenever somebody says boomstick, I think of SpongeBob. Did somebody say boom?
Hey, boom. The boom operator was not doing his job, bro.
All right.
Cast. So
here's a question. Well, here's a request. Cast the perfect black Harry Potter movie.
All right, off rip. I want Shaq playing Harry Potter, bro.
Bro, chill, bro. I was gonna say Shaq is Hagrid, bro.
Shaq is Casey, what's the big nigga, bro? The big teacher.
Hagrid.
Hagrid. I want Keith David playing Dumbledore, bro.
Okay, good. I think you were say Pete. I think you said Pete Davidson. He black. He counts as black.
Pete Davidson will play our Snape, bro.
He would.
Who would be Hermione? Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion would be Hermione.
No. Megan Thee Stallion would be Fleur. Fleur, the girl that marries Ron's brother.
Okay, wait. Keep it to the first movie, bro. Keep it to the first movie.
Okay, we'll keep it to the first.
I ain't get to
the I read it.
Getting exposed, bro.
I know. Spoiler alert. The book's been out for years.
What happened?
Oh, Glenn can't talk about fantasy. He hates everything I watch, and all I watch is fantasy.
I'm gonna fight on her.
See what I mean?
Great.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, my take on fantasy is that a lot of people, like a lot of black people, especially coming like an inner city, like a lot of black people, all they watch is like a lot of top movies is like Friday,
Hey Girls Club,
Friday to what's the other one with the bike, Baby Boy.
I mean, KT, like it's grounded in the reality they know.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't like the very out like especially out there movies. Remember, like that movie.
That's why a lot of people don't like anime.
Yeah, like it's just out there. Yeah, it's out. Like remember that movie with Lakeith?
The Harder They
Fall? No.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah. It's out there. And that turns a lot of people.
That movie was wild as fuck.
No.
Even though it talked about black issues and classism and stuff, because it was presented in an outlandish view, it turns off a lot of people because a lot of people like very grounded in reality.
Here's a good black movie suggestion before we move on.
It is a good movie.
The Last Black Man in San Francisco was a pretty good movie.
Never saw it.
With Danny Glover in it. The nigga.
I count.
Would you guys add
Predator?
Would you guys add Atlanta to the list of?
I forgot about that.
Oh hell yeah, of course.
I don't count it as fantastical, but I count
because it's not necessarily.
It's a good black show.
Black show.
I count it as a black show.
It is a black.
It's like subconscious black shit.
There's certain
black.
episodes are very
I would disagree.
Black issue. It is a black issue.
That is a black show.
So you guys count that as like an everyday show, but just with black cast?
No, I think each episode has a message, a very poignant message.
Yeah,
because I just finished the first season. And I could give I know I'm so late to the game, bro.
And I think just like thinking about it from like maybe I was like giving it too much. I don't want to say too much credit to being like on an insecure type of vibe. Atlanta has its own type. To me,
Insecure is more like it's not because like the second to last episode was him dealing with the black sellout woman because she's just trying to get a bag, and her white husband who treated black culture as a hobby.
Right.
And it was Zazie Beetz was trying to learn from her. But then once, Donald Earn and Donald Glover came in and said, like, look at this, like, this is whack. Like, where we're eating food out of made slave boats.
Okay.
That was the point. Each episode had a point.
Atlanta and Insecure, I would say that like, because I believe Atlanta came out a little bit before Insecure, right?
Yeah.
Atlanta came out
or like,
I think they came out around the same time. I think the closest comparison to Insecure would be Atlanta in terms of shows created by Black creators.
That's why I was because
they have a
I think they both show different ways that you can go about kind of saying not the same
this
thing,
is my show.
kind of portraying like they're like in the same lane, but they do it in their own verbiage.
Their own way. Yeah, and that's why I think like
Atlanta has more subliminal messages though. Like it's deep and Insecure. And I think
I'm not gonna lie, the deepest show honestly has to be The Office.
You fucking white
Yo,
man.
take off that fucking wig.
Corrupting his mind. The chemicals are dripping into his head, bro.
Hey, so you watch Abbott Elementary, bro?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Casey,
bro,
it's
the
Office.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I don't watch a lot of like human shows. I really like anime, or I really just like stick to fantasy stuff. Like, I will watch like deep stuff,
no. Casey,
I don't know. I just don't.
Casey, no, if you like The Office, you'll like this even more, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same type of humor. I'm trying to tell you.
It is.
Low-key better, bro.
If it's not nothing like too deep or
bro,
too, like,
hearing all the
I don't like drama.
Be hilarious, bro.
Because she's from Quinna is.
She was just here.
Yeah.
She was talking about they're about to have I think they're gonna have a Quinta B Day in Philly. Like she was at City Hall.
She needs it because
the thing about Abbott Elementary, I think it just needs a little bit more characters.
Well, it's still the first season.
What is it on?
2 or 3 more characters.
It's on Hulu.
Bro.
Oh, I need to watch it then. Like literally, I'm really picky about my shows. I don't like anything with too much drama. I won't want to watch because I just don't.
No, it's literally all joke. It's all joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like,
bro,
like that's why I brought up Tyler Perry and stuff. Like Tyler Perry, Medea and stuff can be really funny, but at the same time,
shit is funny. Bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Some of them are like just too much drama.
I sit there.
It gets like real dramatic,
bro.
I'm like,
Nah.
Wait, Glenn. You know the archetype for each Tyler Perry movie: a dark skinned,
and the bald black dark man
that's beating on his wife, and then she has to go find God. And I got that light skin.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna show the video. Hold on.
From the Boondocks.
I got you.
I hate how it's so accurate. Wait, no, there is one Tyler Perry movie that I say is.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's the first.
No.
Yeah, right.
No, Why'd I Get Married? I will stand by that.
The last Tyler Perry movie I saw, this dude was getting with a bunch of old ladies and then taking their social security money and then kidnapping them in basements.
Oh wait,
what?
Yeah, what was that?
I think it was called Fall from Grace. It was called A Fall from Grace.
Yeah, Fall from Grace. Yeah.
After I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
What's the one Tyler Perry that had it had the white family come in and live with Medea?
Medea Witness Protection, bro.
That one was hilarious.
The funniest one was the last one, Medea Death at a Funeral.
I thought it was Boo or Medea.
Educated professional black woman trapped in trouble marriage.
Okay, here we go.
This is literally every Tyler Perry.
This is the formula for every.
I was like, this is actually the most accurate depiction. Because then I watched one.
Who's the best Tyler? Tyler the Creator or Tyler Perry?
I'm sorry, but it's gonna be Tyler the Creator for me.
Top 5 Tyler.
Beautiful, educated, professional black woman trapped in a troubled marriage with a brown-skinned bald dude from Law and Order.
How can you do this to me? Get out. I'm going to marry this white pussy because you are too virtuous and strong and might make me a better man.
Then a dude who looks like Shamar Moore shows up as the shirtless, light-skinned gardener who just got
There's always this looking.
Excuse me, may I rake your leaves?
At first, she acts like she doesn't like the light-skinned gardener, but eventually she gets to know him and sees a sensitive side.
Now, I know that to you, I'm just a poor, light-skinned gardener who can't even afford a shirt. But I love me some Jesus, and I love me some you.
Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I never thought I'd ever be with a man so loving and light-skinned.
And I will always be light-skinned just for you.
Being a good Christian woman, she gives her marriage one last chance because Jesus said so.
I am dark-skinned and bald, so I hate you and I hate Jesus.
And just when the brown-skinned dude from Law & Order is about to hit her, here comes the shirtless gardener.
Hold it right there, bald-headed dude from Law and Order.
The woman and the gardener kiss, having found true love through Jesus.
Good grammar.
And that was
like that's like
that's the plot for every Medea movie. Now that I think about it. It's very. You know that
you know what?
What?
Them Tyler Perry plays, they're the hallmark for black people, bro.
They are the Hallmark movie. They took the new Boondocks. Did y'all see that today?
We all knew that was gonna get canceled.
Wait, what happened?
We all saw that coming.
They
canceled the new Boondocks.
Yeah, they canceled it.
Because the dude Pops died. It's been in development.
But they had already filmed it though. He had already finished. So I think
but the last
it probably wasn't working.
Kind of like blew me. I don't know if I need to.
That season was ass.
Because you know why? You know why?
Because Ryan Coogler. Not Ryan Coogler.
Aaron Magruder left. Left. And so who took over the vision? Adult Swim. And they thought black folk just like the ignorant part.
They didn't get the other side.
The nuance. They didn't get the nuance.
There was no nuance. You're right. There was no nuance in the
Boondocks, season. Man. Like it actually stood for something. Like it actually meant something. Like that last season that came out, it meant absolutely nothing. Like it
that's why I
talk about. It was just like it was like fucking Family Guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, I mean, he left to do bigger things, but like that's what's gonna happen to your IP if you don't, if you sell it off to especially white companies.
I met the man who made the theme song for the what's it called. He worked at a high school. The rap, I am the stone that the builder refused. I met him.
Oh, the guy that made the theme song for the Boondocks.
I think his name Ayamsu or something like that. I actually met him.
That sounds like.
Why did I think it was Nujabes? Why did I think it was Nujabes for the longest time?
What?
Or Nujabes, whatever. That guy. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The lo-fi beat maker.
Let's take a break. And we're back. Welcome to the cool side of the pillow. Welcome to the ass end of the podcast. Still haven't found any other analogies for the end of the podcast, but
it's butt bread. We're butt bread at that episode.
Butt bread. Oh, I hate that piece of the bread. No, we don't want to be that piece of the bread.
The worst piece.
Nobody likes that piece of the bread, man.
We're the caboose of the.
That's how you know you're the bigger man. If you eat that piece of bread.
If you eat the bread,
I'm not gonna lie. The butt piece of the bread is low key fire. Y'all tripping?
I knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
Bro,
it's actually good, bro. I will look forward to it.
He had the fucking Venom. He got Venom symbiote on his head, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's taking over his brain.
Yo, when Casey puts that on, he goes barefoot walking in the mall.
Ew.
I do.
But
we should make a segment of all the nasty shit white people do. That would be a long segment. That would be a long ass segment, but I digress. Now imagine if somebody said all the nasty shit black people do. That would be something different.
That would be different.
But Casey's gonna talk to us about writer's block.
I wanted to get y'all opinions on writer's block. So sorry.
Oh wait, Casey, wait, I got a question for you.
That just made me mad, bro.
Casey, I got a question for you though. For real.
Writer's block.
Casey, did you get writer's block when you wrote the U.S. Constitution?
When I wrote the U.S. Constitution, I had a bunch of engines with me. And
that's horrible.
Pull out your musket, bro. Pull out the musket.
Oh, the musket. No, but on a serious note, when I wrote the Constitution,
Did you write it by candlelight?
I had all my niggas with me, and two of them.
You can't say that, bro.
Fuck the Constitution. All my niggas hate the Constitution.
No. When Casey was writing the Declaration of Independence, he's like, all my niggas hate Britain.
Me and my niggas hate freedom.
Casey, what was the name of that wig, bro? Like, what did you search up? What did you search up?
It's just an anime wig.
You searched up anime wig, or you searched up
what anime wig?
I looked up anime wig, and this came up, and I was like, I want it.
Jesus Christ! But anywho,
I needed it because I was making a character,
And that's a good segue into writer's block. So how was that writing? How's that writing process going for that character?
So I'm currently in the process of making a character and writing a story and script. All I gotta say, the easy part is coming up what's going to happen. But when you write down details of what everybody's gonna say, that's when that writer's block starts to settle in. And I wanted to know, do y'all have good like techniques to break y'all writer's block or something? Because
So you mean like the meat? So you got the end, you got the beginning, the middle. I mean the beginning and end. You just don't know how to make the meat, the substance.
Are you trying to say that you know where you want it to go? You just don't know how to get the characters to talk.
Know the direction.
You don't have.
I know the direction, but I don't know what the people in the story sometimes are going to say. Usually I know, but sometimes it gets to a point like, how do I transition, or what are they going to say right here to keep it interesting?
I'm not going to cap, bro. Writer's block don't exist.
Oh shit! Wait.
All you got, literally, bro. You just write. You just like put pen to the paper. You just write like whatever the fuck comes out. It could not even be about what you're talking about, but just like keep writing, and then literally you just mold that. Like you remember like the episode of SpongeBob with the fucking marble. Like you literally just mold that what you wrote into whatever dialogue that you're getting in. Like
when you mentioned SpongeBob, I thought about the big duh. You remember the big duh?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go with that, bro.
Oh wait, yeah.
I thought you were going. That's where I thought where you were going.
No, but I'm saying like I'm using that analogy because like you're literally molding from anything. So like if you get something on a paper, then that's like a start. You can work with that. But if you get a piece of paper, you're not gonna.
It's scary though. It's actually scary because usually, like if I'm doing that, a whole nother story is gonna happen. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna compress both stories together. I've done that before.
That's fine. That's another story. Yeah. Like be open to that idea of it transforming into something that you didn't think it would be.
I'm not gonna lie, it's scary for me right now because I gotta I'm trying to get into a program with this story.
Casey, remember we took that class. All four of us took screenwriting.
Oh yeah.
Remember what he said? Sometimes you gotta kill your baby.
Yeah.
You gotta kill your baby sometimes.
Open to it, bro. It's like ego death, bro. Like just be open to whatever. Like put something on a paper and just see what comes up.
The story will go to.
Have y'all ever had quote unquote writer's block?
Oh yeah, I had it. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta just walk away from it for a little bit. It's just like you come at it with a fresh mind. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. No, I meant like you don't look at it for a few days.
No, I mean like literally like sometimes for me, I gotta go on like a nature walk.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I don't know if
creativity just hits you, bro. Sometimes.
Yeah, like go sit in the shower. I get a lot of my ideas in the shower for some reason. In the shower,
that's actually a scientific thing behind that. So in the shower, when you get in the shower, it's just like taking a nap. Your brain the wave function of your brain starts to like really calm down, and like your creative like dreamy mode kind of like turns on when you're in the shower. That's like an actual thing.
So I would recommend for you, Brad, write in your kitchen. Like write somewhere that you don't write usually, and then that'll just like trigger something. Like being in a new environment will just bring new ideas to you automatically. Like don't write in your room, just write outside on your porch or write in your backyard or write in your.
For that class, I never wrote in my room. I always wrote somewhere else.
So,
I got most of my work done in a car.
What do y'all use as some of the best? I know what I do for like a good technique for like writing a story, but what do y'all do for a good technique? Like, how do y'all write y'all stories? Like when y'all do write stories, like what do y'all do? Like what is y'all preparation?
You kind of know where the story goes. Like it's good to have like a rough outline. So like what you got?
I'm saying
you get. Well, go ahead. What?
I'm saying no. I'm asking. What do y'all do to get inspired to write a certain story?
Watch movies, watch TV, read books. Those are the best ways to get inspired by certain things.
But is that how you get inspired?
Fuck yeah, there's no such thing as an original idea, right? There's nothing on this planet that is original.
Everything you can trace it back to something.
Dude, philosophy is such a good. philosophy is the oldest trick in the book. Read some philosophy,
Yeah.
bro. You'll come up with a story off it. I swear to God, bro. Like
Very
a
true.
lot
Bro,
of
you
my
know how much
stories,
time?
I just like read like Friedrich Nietzsche. Like if I really don't know what the fuck's going on, I'll read Friedrich Nietzsche. And off of like literally one sentence or one word, bro, you can come up with a whole story. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Philosophy
Casey, I
is
think
cheat code.
I listen to a lot of classical music. Every classical piece has such a great story to it, and it has multiple stories to it, and it depends on how you listen to it and the mood you in. So like most of my stories I make always start off with me thinking of a classical piece or listening to one. And recently I was listening to Eric Satie, his Lent number 1. If you already suggested that piece right there has so many dark ties and like good times at the same time. I always love finding a classical piece to write to. It's so fun. Really fun. Like I'm not gonna lie. I want like so everybody's listening right now. Try this, please. Turn on a classical piece. Just put in any classical, put in like a dark classical piano music, some type of classical piece on YouTube. Put in your headphones, like take some deep breaths and just listen. I promise you're gonna hear a story out of it.
So isn't that pretty much what Looney Tunes started off on? What was it? Melody something?
Melody Tunes.
Yeah, Melody Tunes. It just made stories from classical music. That's why they didn't talk. Because
Same thing with
same with Tom and Jerry. The music drove the story.
Yeah.
Like the basis of the story. Like the beats. Like you got your outline, and then the rest of it was just plot and detail, like flash and detail.
Casey, here's the thing. What's your favorite movie? Ain't it like Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
That would be your favorite movie, bro.
But it is actually. I'm gonna explain right now why Dumb and Dumber is such a good movie.
Casey, it's such a stupid.
Bro, Dumb and Dumber has literally one of the best stories ever from beginning to end. It literally tells a journey. It literally is one of the best journeys that I've ever watched. What humor throughout the whole
You didn't
journey.
see Shrek?
These two broke bums have jobs. They lose their job, and then he falls in love.
Shrek didn't have a job.
The movie didn't even have love.
Shrek fell in love.
Shrek was black. Shrek was
definitely a nigga.
Shrek had the black experience, bro. That's why we
Dumb and Dumber literally had a whole love story. It had humor behind it. It had a great adventure with two best friends. They almost got killed multiple times. They got rich in the movie. They went broke in the movie. They ended up being in the FBI case in the movie.
Casey,
that whole movie,
you're a simpleton, bro. You're a simpleton. You're a simpleton.
That movie's good, bro. That movie's good, bro. I don't care. And it's
Casey, you haven't seen the majesty of the B movie, bro.
Not the B movie, bro.
Oh, bro, we're not gonna start that,
bro.
I'm thinking B, bro. I'm thinking Barry B.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I went to the movies to go see B movie when it first came out.
That movie
was like one of my favorite movies for a while.
Bro, I don't know why, but my senior year of high school, why was the meme culture obsessed with it?
I don't know.
It was.
Remember the shirt?
Remember the shirt? Wrote out the entire fucking script.
Yeah.
Script on shirts, bro. Yeah. No, like in comments, the entire script on shirts, the entire script.
Yeah.
People. Oh gosh, girl put it on her nails.
What?
Nah, son, it was so funny.
Yeah, it wasn't that long, honestly.
It was a short time, but it was because I remember we watched the B movie at my prom. Like at the dinner before prom, we watched the B movie while we ate.
What was up with us? Like, why were we just so in love, enamored with that?
I don't know. It was just so funny. Bro.
That's good dialogue.
It is.
The fucking lawyer scene.
Are we gonna be honey slaves to the white man? Comedic genius.
No, but
Seinfeld, wow for that. Where is he? I hope he's well.
Who, Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He's like, what is the deal with black people?
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all need to take a seat back, just kick back and watch Dumb and Dumber again. You'll see.
I'm not watching the track.
You made me.
Was that your point of this topic, Casey?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Casey, you made me miss the whole point of why I asked you that because you wanted to be a fucking simpleton. The reason why I asked you that is because try to emulate some parts of the things that you like in the work that you like. It's called inspiration for a reason. Get inspired by the shit that you like to watch. That because that like when I had wrote my script for that class, my inspiration came from like things that I had watched before, and also try to improve on stuff that you've seen. Like if it doesn't work in the things that you've been watching, make your own. Make something
I
new.
used to do that.
Like for
Because Casey, I made my
example, bro. Like I love
oh,
Childish Gambino so much, and he has this it's a movie S type of thing. It's called Clapping for the Wrong Reasons.
Clapping your ass cheeks for the wrong reason.
Clapping your ass for the wrong reasons. But a lot of the shit that I write is literally based on that. But like, how would I want to see this shit play out? And then just like it's gonna be you, man. It's still gonna be you, but you gotta just be
That's the thing. I don't have too many influences. I feel like my biggest one will probably be anime. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of my stuff in my head, like whenever I make something, it's like really dramatic in my head, but yet it's subtle.
It shows. It definitely shows. Because when I was listening to what you were saying, literally when I was listening, I was like, it sounds like an anime. I told you like it sounds like an anime. So I think maybe
that would
go into
show. Yeah. Always lean into your style.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
always
Casey, you know what
dramatic stuff. I know. I was saying I always find the stuff that seems over dramatic, but you make it like a good dramatic. Is like Jim Carrey. He's dramatic, but he's like a good, funny dramatic, and I always love Jim Carrey for that. And yeah, like with his face, all that. But Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is another person. He doesn't make the facial like dramatic. I actually do look up to Will Ferrell a lot. Actually.
So you're inspired by comedians.
I can tell by your hair.
Yeah. I'm inspired by like certain comedians. For some reason, I find like it's a lot of good actors and stuff out there.
I challenge you to also look into find what type of directors you like too. Like there are certain styles of.
I have favorite directors too. I really enjoy Tim Burton. I'm not gonna lie.
Good choice.
Casey, you just love middle-aged white men.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, bro, because he
you love what you are. You become what you love.
I am. That's actually
that nigga from Atlanta.
Tim Burton. I always say Tim Burton because he puts in the darker, edgy side to kind of like that's the amount of like edginess that I will go to. It's like Tim Burton. I wouldn't go anything darker than that, like The Conjuring or anything. But even though I can, I prefer not to the style of how dramatic I want to be, like comedy dramatic or like serious dramatic. But yeah,
I kind of get what
I kind of get with the two.
Yeah, no,
okay,
yeah.
I wanted to there's a practice thing you can do is writing very short stories. Like a page is too long, and writing it of just what you observe. Like what I've been observing in Asar's background. You just write a story based off what Asar's background is right now, and it's just to help you practice in coming up with ideas off that, because a lot of times most stories, movies come based off just short stuff. Like, in my writing class, I base my whole thing off I base my whole story off a painting.
Yeah, that's smart. That's actually really so Sterling.
And then I based it off because I like cosmic horror, so I infuse cosmic horror with macabre art style, and so like a lot of my story, all my characters' names except like the main character were named after famous macabre artists, and you just like
did you use the nigga with the nightmare fuel? He ain't never date none of his he never signed any of his paintings. You know what I'm talking about? His name like Deke. It's something with a Deke. Something I'm fucking know.
What?
I don't know. I gotta look back at it. I based it off. And then I based one of the I based it off. And then like another photo was like I desperately want to scream, but I have no mouth. Like I like stuff like that, so I try and base it. Like I like cosmic horror. That's why I like. What was that show that was on HBO? Lovecraft Country. Even though HP Lovecraft, he didn't like us. I like what he came up with. I like what he came up with.
Sterling, tell us what's the name of his cat? What was the name of his cat? In honor of Black History Month.
Nigger man.
White
But
man.
Cthulhu. But I just like, but that's how like you gotta say it. Or like how your dream, like how you dream and you barely remember a dream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just go based off what you remember, and you have to create a story. Don't try and recreate the dream. Create a new story just based off the one sentence of that dream.
But that's nothing but a bunch of liminal spaces.
It is.
Everybody gonna get scared.
Asar, you know how many stories we create on a daily basis, bro? Have you thought about that, Asar? How many stories me and you create every time we on the phone together?
That's a fact. Yeah.
I never thought about just writing them down. Why don't we ever
be laying down with your feet up?
Like literally, I'll look at stuff and I'll create a story in my head. Like, what if that happened? I just never write it down. I'm gonna start writing it down.
You like, just the rednecks. Me and KC were, bro. We came up with a whole scenario, bro. Well, mind you, we were high as fuck. But we're just like, yo, we're like a gang of 13 rednecks just pulled up and like came in our basement. What would we do? And that's the thing, and that could be a movie. I'll watch that if that was the fucking trailer.
It was scary, but it would be good.
I think, KC, that you are perfectly fine in saying these things, but when it comes time to write it, you start to think a lot.
You think too much about it, and sometimes writing
much. The first draft, like you ain't gonna have a perfect first time.
Yeah,
that's why
I need to find a way
over and over again. You just keep refining it.
I think another thing is too, I'm typing it. I'm way better off writing with hand. I feel like it flows off easier when you write. Even though
I write first.
I don't like, okay, so this is the thing. I don't mind writing, but I don't like writing all the time. And I don't like typing it either. And I can say it, but like my thoughts won't catch up fast enough. My mouth won't move as fast as how my thoughts are moving. So I can't really say it. So I need to figure out a way to slow down my thought so I can either write it or say it off the top of my head. Because
you need a Zan.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm high, like when I smoke or something, I swear to God, I can like come up with the best stories and like say the best stories in my phone because everything is like slowed down. It's all in real time.
That's the thing. Find ways to make you comfortable in your craft. I smoke all the time, but my only thing is I don't do anything with being high. But being high can make you productive. Listening to music can make you productive. Being outside can make you productive. Reading a book before can make you productive. Beating your meat before can even make you productive as well. It just depends on who you are.
Have you ever,
Casey? I think you should I think you also might have a problem of you're trying to have a grandiose, operatic almost. Like I see a lot of people that have the problem of they're trying to make a interconnected multiverse story where, oh, this is connected, this is connected, this is connected. You're trying to do a lot, but the first thing you should do is tell a story, like a very tight-knit story. Like that should be always your first goal. Like, okay, think of it like the first Star Wars movie, the New Hope. It's a very short story. It is a short story that you could write out in like 3 sentences. Farm boy goes into space, fights a rebellion, blows up a super station. That is the plot. And I think sometimes you might also be overthinking trying to make a grand dramatic thing, and sometimes you just need to write the main story first, like the very like bare bones of it, and then add just dramaticism, because then you can really dive into the characters once you've already established them.
Makes sense. I did that one time without like thinking about it. When I think it was when I wrote Boyfriend for Dinner. I wrote out what's going to happen, and then that's when I went in. But I did it unconsciously. But since you said that, it makes a lot of sense, though. It makes a lot of sense.
I think a lot of people they got so used to how Marvel and stuff, how everything has to be everything has to be a universe, everything has to connect, and there has to be Easter eggs. And I'm like, no, that's why some movies fail, because they're just trying to do too much in a setup story. You know what I mean?
They don't understand that to start all that, they have to start with Iron Man 1.
Yeah. There wasn't connected. There was no Avengers. There was
Everybody wants to make Endgame, but nobody wants to make Iron Man 3.
So do you think DC does that?
No. DC wants to catch up with Marvel. That's their problem.
DC movies are terrible. I'm just gonna come out there.
But they're animated movies.
Batman: The Killing Joke is the best one.
No, it is not. It is boring.
It's not. No, it's one better.
Apocalypse War.
Apocalypse War is good, Sterling.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
That's good.
Yeah, they were getting murdered left there.
Is that movie we're watching?
Aquaman,
wait, the new one, or Aquaman the live or the cartoon? Because I'd rather watch the cartoon.
Aquaman's out. Fuck.
I'm done.
Live action.
I don't want to see that.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm not gonna see it.
I heard the only black nigga didn't have waves.
He didn't. And he lived underwater.
You missed that opportunity. Why would you miss that opportunity?
But you know who do got waves? The fucking Joker. I mean, the fucking Goblin, bro.
Norman Osborn.
He got the best waves in the DCU. We saw him in person. Remember that, Casey?
Oh, we did. I will never forget that. I never forget. He is a dude walked off, white dude walked off and he had orange hair. He was a ginger.
Orange hair, the best waves I ever seen in my fucking life.
I swear, me and Glenn was like, what the?
It's some shit you will only see in the movie. He had perfect waves, and he had the waves like the fucking Green Goblin, bro.
Yeah, bro. Me and Glenn was
go find Spider-Man.
It was in Philly, actually.
Oh shit! He about to get that train to New York.
He was like, once again, Spider-Man, my waves. You're gonna get seasick on these waves, Spider-Man.
With a flash of my finger and a wave of my dick, one shot from me will kill you quick. Listen up, I gotta go. And on that note,
I'm not gonna lie. I think my writings. I'm gonna write something. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna finish up my write. So I gotta make an object famous, and I'm making a pen famous, and I dreamed on it last night, and I got an idea in the morning. It kind of went away, but no, for a
pen up his butt.
No, you read that book, Frendel, right?
The what?
Frendel. It was a book about a kid. He said, I want to do something cool. And the teacher asked him, hey, what's in your hand? And he looked at his pen. He said, this is a Frendel. And it's about how he created a new word.
Yeah, they were like, you can't create words.
And he was like, watch my Frendel.
Sterling, you bringing back a memory I forgot I had.
Right?
I didn't have.
Whoa, Sterling! You just opened up a whole gate of memories, bro.
I remember that, bro. That book was big for no reason about you're just making a pen. No reason why.
No, every nigga was trying to stop him from saying that for no reason.
I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, you can make up a word. Language is made up.
It is.
Doesn't exist.
I mean, we're literally saying pushing P right now. What the?
They literally don't exist, bro.
This whole podcast is pushing P. Not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
And yet we all understand what that means.
You know what else we pushing?
Come on, pushing G.
We pushing G. G for gratitude, my nigga.
Come on now.
I'm grateful for that segue, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all mean? It's me, your boy. As always, here at the MisFits Table podcast, you know what we like to do? And what we like to do, we like to give gratitude. We like to give gratitude for being here on this podcast. I personally am glad that I'm here on this podcast. Another year, another day, another second of my life. I'm tired to this podcast. I might have a mental breakdown on this podcast.
One day it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do it.
One day.
I thought it was gonna be me.
It's the race to see who break down first. Fuck the race to 1,000,000. But I'm grateful for Sterling to come on such short notice. Fuck, sometimes I forget English.
It's been seconds.
Yeah.
It really was. You want to get on the podcast?
Yeah. That's all we need. We get We get no's, then we get that one yes. But yeah,
I'm always down.
I'm grateful for Black people. That's what I'm grateful for this week and every week. Happy Black History.
Not on the 7th day of Black History Month.
I am grateful for the future of Black history because I like Black Future Month, and I feel like there's something there. And I just want to be on record saying I was there in the beginning.
The first supporter.
The first supporter of Black Future Month. No, and I'm super grateful for all Black history, man. That shit is fire. And I'm grateful for this podcast and everybody that's listening to this podcast. I mean,
we're making Black history or Black futures.
I'm grateful for that we're making Black history because y'all have no idea. Like, trying for people definitely going up, bro. Stay tuned. Get right with us or get left.
Bop Media.
I'm gonna get that forehead, bro.
Huh?
I'm gonna get that tatted. Get right or get left.
Wait, put on the opposite arms. Your left arm get right.
You know the picture of SpongeBob reading a book with her eyes cross-eyed, like
yeah. No, you go like this: get right or get left. Oh,
I'm watching SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm about to watch SpongeBob. Dude.
I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful for Sterling, bro, because he brought up the Friendle. I swear to God, you just unlock like some deep memories, bro. You really unlock some memories right there. Everything just flashed before my eyes. But I'm grateful for Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. And
Casey, you just reminded me of something. Remember we told our computer science teacher Happy Black History Month? And he looked like KC right now. This is exactly how our computer science.
Back up from your mic, bro. What is going on, bro?
Jesus Christ. Wait. But yeah.
Back up. But there was no reason. I'm sorry. There was no reason, Brian.
He got so excited. He got so excited.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bro, you know when the game be hitting the red, Brian?
Continue on, sir.
I'm grateful for Glenn, Asar, and everybody else. I'm definitely grateful for Glenn. Raging on the mic.
I had a rage one time.
I'm sorry that I remind you of him.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh wait, yeah, I gotta be great.
What you grateful?
You know, I'm grateful for the topics we talked about today. You know, gets you thinking like I need to tap more into my creative side, stuff like that. Grateful for y'all and this podcast. You know, I love Black independence. You know, I'm grateful I'm more prettier than Glenn. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I take care of myself.
That's not. All right, I'm not.
Well, what's wrong? What's wrong? I mean, I'm grateful for this bonnet.
Nigga, definitely do got a bonnet. It's all right. I'm gonna put my scarf on as soon as I get off the podcast. I'm gonna put my scarf on.
Put your scarf on right now, son. Let me see how you tie it.
Pretty Boy Olympics.
Yeah.
I can't find.
Wait, no, remember?
I can't find it for the bit.
My hair just.
We could have a light skin. Glenn, we could have a light skin showdown.
You know what's crazy? I can never do the light skin face. I can't do
couldn't do it either. I can't do a light skin face. Hey, do light skin. Yo, we really were just having colorism just ingrained.
That's the biggest.
No, we really were, bro.
It was so bad. Now
Vine was full of colorism. Not going cat.
Vine. Did you ever see that King Bash video? Like King Bash we're here as people.
Bro, what?
What did you say?
It's this video saying King Bash is the reason so many racist comedy sketches came out of Vine. Because remember, all his Vines were about watermelon. His dad.
They were.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That comically big spoon.
Wait, what?
But like, if you just think about it, like Vine was like. Vine set us back, low key.
Wait. All right, before we head off, Who is your favorite Viner? Like most Viners fell off, but like who's your favorite Viner that fell
Damn.
off?
Oh wait, hold on, wait. R.I.P. the legend.
Oh,
R.I.P. the legend. Welcome to Chili's. R.I.P.
I'm not mad at it.
is he dead? Oh,
Dope
yeah, he definitely
Island was
died.
one of my favorites. Dope
Yeah.
Island was one of my favorites.
He definitely was my favorite.
Bro,
Dope
Then
Island.
Meet on Mars.
Nah,
Yeah.
what's the nigga that do the deuces? Nowsy Niles. He. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was on Vine now. He was on
He would
YouTube.
Yeah.
always like do the dishes and his mom would beat him because he didn't do all.
And he disappeared.
His mom be whooping his ass, bro. Slapping him with the belt.
I used to stay up to like 4 a.m. watching his videos, bro. That's
Bro,
crazy.
y'all remember? Y'all know who Daystorm is?
Yeah, bro. When I was like,
What's up, world?
I watched every
Monday.
I watched.
Another day, another
watched
challenge. That was my
I gotta
nigga.
watch.
And he fell off so hard, bro.
Bro, that nigga was my favorite YouTuber, favorite Viner, everything.
And then all of a sudden, it was.
Did TikTok
I don't know.
surpass Vine?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
This nigga rapped on everything, bro.
Is TikTok better than Vine?
It's better than
I say, yeah,
Google.
I say it's better than Vine.
Yeah,
I think
it definitely
I think
surpassed
TikTok took what Vine had and
It
we
perfected
learned
it.
from the creators of back then, and we are putting it into now.
Yeah.
Anybody could be. Anybody could be. You can make a viral TikTok. I got some viral TikToks.
Same.
They ain't gonna that viral. They pretty.
Wait,
Yeah, but it's like viral nowadays. It don't take much.
Yeah, it don't take nothing. It don't take. Well,
No,
you
but it
don't.
takes a lot.
You don't get much from being TikTok famous though. Here's the difference. You don't get much from having a viral TikTok. You used to get a lot when you had a viral Vine. Like damn. There's a disconnect. So,
No,
It's too many
no, there's
viral
not a
videos.
disconnect. No, it's not a disconnect. White people can get rich off Vine. Vine and TikTok way easier than people
that's
of
true.
color.
Damn Daniel's a good example. And
Damn, yeah, he's like he didn't do anything. I mean, he did a very basic Vine. Granted, I was laughing my ass off.
That
But-
nigga was on Ellen in a week.
Yeah,
it wasn't weak.
but then you had people like Dope Island, Caleb City making hilarious,
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
and they never got on Ellen.
Yo, there's a couple niggas I want to see in movies. Caleb City's definitely one of them. Long Beach Griffey, I want to see that nigga in movies, and I want to see Drewski in a fucking.
That man can't get on movies
Fuck yeah.
anymore.
No, because this nigga is
Might be in a movie.
uncancelable, bro. You could never cancel this nigga. Fucking.
Who?
Bro, I didn't realize he made an OnlyFans just to tell more wild jokes.
I didn't
Who?
even
Who?
Long Beach Griffey.
That's
he
a
made
nigga.
an
cancel
OnlyFans.
that man.
I think that I'm Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. But bitch, I'm Bobby with the tool, and he slid over the car.
No,
Nah, man, he be doing like.
I don't know what you talking about.
Who was that then?
You don't know,
You make videos.
bro.
No, I know. No, I'm telling you, that's Long Beach. That's Long Beach Griffin
that's
too.
not Long Beach. Oh, yeah, he could be.
Yes, that is Long Beach Griffin. That is him,
It
bro.
is? Let me
You
see.
made a fucking song.
He didn't make the song. He did a video when he looked like Tom Cruise.
Let me see.
Oh, was he wearing the wig?
Yeah, and the fucking white face.
Oh,
sounds good.
That was definitely him.
I think they're not Tom Cruise. But bitch, I'm Bobby with the tool. I think that's
What
it.
was music? What was music?
I want to see
back then,
Drewski in a fucking movie, man. Drewski's like
Drewski next up to be in the movie. He
bro.
next up.
I low key think he's falling off. He had a
No.
He didn't.
Bro, every time Drewski drops a video, bro, that shit is hilarious.
It's still fun. He's still funny. That's the thing. His
have to
comedy
do
didn't
that,
fall off.
I think he's making a lot of moves right now. He's not.
Yeah,
primarily
That's
he's
focused on
very.
Instagram like
I
he
haven't
was.
seen him as much as I used. Like I used to see him on everything.
Bro,
Now
He got
I
his
don't-
he got his own Bud Light commercial.
He
He made
umbrella,
it.
bro. He did a fake photo shoot for Umbrella talking about I'm different, I'm misunderstood, bro. And I was laughing at that for an hour.
Bro, it's just that video was like when he said, "I use the line all the time. That's gotta be racist." I use that line all the time, bro.
Damn, nah, that's the nigga that fell off. Mario Judah. I think he did.
Mario Judah fell off rope. Yo, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Dude, yo, that album that he
That's
said,
the name of the
"If you're not
episode.
dropping a whole lot of red. If you're not dropping a whole lot of red, I'm dropping it." And I was like, "Why is this kind of fire?"
It was actually better than
This
the
nigga
actual.
dropped an album for him.
And it was
It was
better.
what,
That's-
Glenn? What did you just say?
That album was actually better than that.
it
Better
was-
than a whole lot of red?
It was a
Yes.
whole lot of mid.
You're
bro. Let's
tripping,
talk
Glenn.
about
You are
it. It was a whole
absolutely
lot of
tripping
mid.
right now.
Say no, I don't listen to Cardi, bro. I'm just saying.
I haven't
I was
listened
about
to
to
No,
say.
no. It was a whole lot of mid. I remember it came out. I was like, this man,
bro. No, whole lot of red started off.
Whole lot of mid.
But as I started listening, I was like, this is okay fire.
I don't get Cardi music, but that's a whole nother episode.
It's like rock rap, like vamp music. It's vamp music, bro.
Can you get your dick sucked, Cardi?
You can't just say that.
Yes.
You can't just say that. We're ending the podcast, bro. What is vamp music?
Bro, you ain't
vampire
a vamp,
music.
You're not a vamp, bro? What?
Casey a vamp.
I guess we got next topics for the next episode.
Casey do like the nigga from fucking Twilight. He look like one of the fucking. And then on that note, I love you got the Edward here.
Days of your life. See you guys next week. We love you.
You're a nigga, Harry.
And good.
So watch out behind you. There's a truck.
Oh, you scared me.
Let me actually get hit by that'd be hilarious.
That's how the podcast is.
Like,
Nice.
Er du glad, eller misfornøjet? Det er nok det sidste forstand, sidder fast i tøjet. De ender med mig, trængt af lette røve. Jeg vil både gælde og dumme, denne slyve tyve. Flaggende